Hey everyone, this is Dylan, and today I'll be doing a movie review for you guys. So the movie I'm reviewing today is Censor. This was a movie that I heard a lot about during the festival circuit earlier this year. I believe it was mostly at Sundance. I had seen some early opinions about it. I didn't really read the reviews or anything, but I heard that it was good, and when I saw that it was coming out on Hulu for the Halloween season, I was like, you know what, I definitely need to watch that. So let's get into what this movie is about. So we're following our main character, Enid, who is in her late 20s, early 30s, and she works at the British Board of Film Classification during the video nasty period. And so she is a film censor. She goes through all of the films that directors submit. The film board is in charge of going through them and marking things of what should be cut to pass the censorship laws, or if they can't do that, outright ban the film. And so Enid takes her job very seriously. At one point during this movie, her parents ask her if she's seen any films that she would recommend that they watch. And she's like, these films aren't entertainment for me. I am literally protecting people. I am doing this to protect people. And that's really encapsulates who Enid is. During this exchange with her parents give her a piece of paper, and she's reading it, and she is kind of like, this is a death certificate. What is this? And we find out that when Enid was younger, her sister went missing, and she was the only one there, but she doesn't really remember what happened. During one of the censorship watches of a movie, she realizes that she thinks that this actress is her sister. And so it leads her on a path to trying to find her sister and reunite their family. And that's where I'm going to leave the synopsis. So let's talk about the video nasties. This is something that I didn't really know much about at all. I've heard the term video nasty, but I wasn't really sure what that meant, and I don't believe I've ever seen a video nasty movie, so I was like, let's look this up and enlighten the people if you are unaware of what a video nasty is. During the early 80s, VHS was like this new home media experience, and so because of this, all these directors and film studios were releasing VHS to the wide market without going to like theaters. So it's our very first like straight to video type of releases. But the horror and exploitation genres like really ran with this. Many of the times they didn't have to go through a censorship or like a rating system, and these videos were being mass released. And politicians at the time were extremely upset with a lot of the images in this, and they really were like, we need to crack down on this kind of thing because it's tearing apart the fabric of society. If people see these, they're going to start killing each other and all of that. So it was really a time of very heavy censorship of all art forms, particularly the film genre. And now I really do want to talk about film censorship and my opinions on it, because it's pretty clear that this movie is against film censorship, and I would say that for the most part I am against film censorship as well. I think that it's been proven quite a bit that film and media violence and stuff like that do not affect the people's psychology, and that if there are people that claim that they're one-offs rather than the society as a whole, I mean, you have to look at how many people watch horror movies every day, but they don't go out and murder people. So that's not an issue. And I overall think that film and art is subjective, and I think that people make art and it's a creative outlet. So I feel like people shouldn't have their creative outlets stifled. And overall, I'm just against censorship in film and movies for the most part. So let's talk about this film now. This film is very atmospheric, and I really enjoyed the like tone and color palette of this film. A lot of the time our color palette is very drab and very earth-toned. And there is a differentiation because that's like the real world. And then we go into this almost nightmarish logic world, and that is signified by these neon colors and all of these things. And I do like that connection, and it does give you this really great atmosphere in this film. I also wanted to briefly touch on Enid and her basically descent into a madness and obsession. And so we see her as this very like strict and prim and proper woman at the beginning of this movie, and she takes her job very seriously. But then once she's exposed to this film and she realizes that this actress might be her sister, then we get this different look at Enid, and she starts to really get obsessed with finding this woman. And this descent is really slow burn throughout this movie. But when it gets to the end, it's like, wow, this is how far Enid has come in this journey, and I really did appreciate that. And speaking of the end, I do want to comment on the end. I'm not going to spoil it or anything, but I really did like what happened at the end. It gave me really Saint Maud vibes, kind of. It's not to that extent of the ending, but I do like this very interesting juxtaposition that we have with what is being shown in the movie. So I really do enjoy that. And so I want to end on my rating. I gave this a 3.5 stars out of 5. I really did enjoy this one. It was a bit slow burn. Overall, I just really enjoyed it, and I would definitely recommend checking it out if you have not seen it yet. So that is it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of Censor, if you've watched it, whether you liked it or you didn't like it, and why. And remember, if you're not already subscribed and you'd like to be, please hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a like if you liked it. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day. Bye.